Hi everyone. In last class we discussed about the normal shift when the light travel from denser medium to rarer medium. When light travel from denser medium to rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. So object seems to be at this point. So there is a shift in the object. Okay. So when light travel from denser to rarer or rarer to denser, the shift formula may change. But instead of going to different formulae, I have given one general formula, that is if light traveling from refractive index n1 to n2, so you can simply write n1 by n2 equals to real depth divided by apparent depth. Okay, with the help of this formula you can derive any equations when the light travel from rarer to denser or denser to rarer. Or similarly, or you can write n2 divided by n1 equals to d dash divided by d, whatever you can use. So this is what the normal shift. Today we will discuss about the shift due to the glass slab. If suppose you are having a glass slab, suppose there is a glass slab, if object is here somewhere, okay, if suppose object is at a point say x. Now when a ray of light travel, when it passes through the glass, there is a shift, not only one shift, there two times shift will take place. One shift at surface A, another shift at surface B. So when light travel from here, okay, so light is traveling from rarer to denser. Say its refractive index, you can take it as n, outside n it is, so you can take it as 1. So here it is traveling from rarer to denser, means it will bend towards the normal. So it will bend towards the normal. So the person standing at this point, object seems to be here. Okay, that means object distance is not x from the glass slab. Now it is from here to here. That we have to calculate. That is nothing but apparent distance of the object. How we can calculate? Use the same formula, n1 by n2 equals to n1 by n2 equals to d divided by d dash. So what is n1? N1 is A, so take it as 1. N2 we have taken refractive index n equals to d is a real depth, that is nothing but x divided by d dash is what? Apparent distance, that is only we wanted, so write d dash as it is. So d dash equals to n into x. We know that n is always greater than 1, so nx is always greater than x, so that is why we are getting the object here. So from here to here the object distance become nx. Okay, now if the slab is having a thickness t, there is a one more refraction takes place at the surface B. Okay, so we will see that also. For surface B, where is the object? Object is here. So object distance is what? Object distance or real depth d is equals to, from here to here it is nx plus t, because refraction is at surface B. So it is nx plus t. Okay. So now refraction at second surface B. What is object distance? Object distance will become means real distance will become nx plus t. So apply the same formula. n1 divided by n2 equals to d real depth divided by d dash. Okay. So same formula I am using. n1, where is object? Object is inside the glass medium. So refractive index is n divided by a. It is coming outside. So real depth is nx plus t. So your apparent depth d dash right as it is. So d dash equals to nx plus t divided by n. Okay. So this is what your apparent distance of the object. This is what the nx plus t divided by n. Okay. So you can write it as d double dash. Okay. So now what is the shift? Shift is taking place from here to here. This is what is shift. Can I take shift as x plus t minus nx plus t by n. So shift is equals to x plus t minus nx plus t divided by n. So what will happen? nx will go. So what remains is nx plus nt minus nx minus nt. So what remains here is So total divided by n. So this is only t. So what will happen? So nx will go. So this is what t minus t by m will remain. So your formula become t into 1 minus 1 divided by n. So this is what we shift due to the glass slab, or in general I can write it as shift is equals to thickness of the glass slab minus 1 divided by n. If you take this as a relative refractive index, if suppose outside medium is not air, so what you can write? You can write shift equals to T 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium, or thickness into 1 minus. So n21 is what? n21 is nothing but n2 divided by n1. So n1 divided by n2. So similar, if you compare this formula to this situation, your n1 is nothing but rarer medium, so n2 is nothing but denser medium. So in general, again I can write it as this is what refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of denser medium. Okay. So with help of this formula, you can calculate the shift due to the glass. Okay. Now if I take an example of that one, suppose there is a glass slab, say glass slab of thickness 15 centimeter and refractive index, glass means you can take it as 1.5, so that is nothing but 3 by 2. At some distance, say at 10 centimeter, there is a concave mirror. Okay. So where is object? Object is here on this side at say at 10 centimeter. Again, object is also 10 centimeter from the glass slab. Mirror is also at 10 centimeter from the glass slab, and thickness of glass slab is what? 15 centimeter. Okay. If object is here, what will happen? If what they will ask the what is the image distance? Image distance. Okay. From the mirror. Image distance from mirror as observed by the observer from this side. Okay. So now we know that if you want to find the image distance, we have the formula 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to 1 by f. So focal length you can take it as some 10 or 20 whatever. So now if you want to find v, you want u. You can take like 10 plus 10 15, so total 35, but it is wrong because when the light passes through the glass slab, there is a shift. We already know that the object may shift on this side. So when the light going from this side, so it will bend towards the normal, again it will bend away from the normal. So your object is going to be here. So this is what the object distance we have to calculate first. Okay. So how we can get this object distance? So use the same formula again. What is the shift? So shift is equals to thickness of glass slab minus 1 minus 1 divided by n. So thickness is 15, 1 minus. So what is refractive index? 1.5, 1 divided by 1.5. So 15 into this is 0.5 divided by 1.5. So this is what, this will become 10 into 0.5. So this is what, 5 centimeters. So shift is 5 centimeters. So from here to here it is 5 centimeter. Now what will be the object distance? Object distance is going to be 35 minus 5 centimeter. That means from here to here 10, from here to here 15. Now it should not take 10, you have to take 5. So object distance u is equals to 10 plus 15 plus 5. So this will become what? 30. But it is there on this side of the concave mirror. So u equals to what? Minus 30. F equals to minus 20. So 1 by v minus 1 by 30 equals to minus 1 by 20. So 1 by v equals to minus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. So minus 3 plus 2. So v equals to minus 60. Okay. So minus 60 is the image distance here. Okay. Minus 60 is the image distance here. But what will happen when again when light coming from here, it will shift away from the glass slab. Okay. If you take light in this direction, it will shift away from the glass slab. So what will happen? Actual image distance is what? Image distance obtained plus shift due to the glass slab. Shift due to the glass slab is 5. So total image distance is what? Total image distance from mirror. Total image distance from mirror is equals to say 65 centimeter. Okay, so this is what our answer. If you want with sign, you can take it as negative also. Okay, so similarly, if I take another example, suppose you are having a glass slab, say its thickness is say 3 centimeter and glass slab refractor is again 1.5. So at some distance you can put a mirror whose focal length you can take it as again say some 10. Now, so object is placed say at 21 centimeter from the mirror. 21 centimeter from the mirror. Okay, so now if object is here, so what they will ask again, they will ask what is the image distance. If they are asking image distance, again we should not take object distance as 21. So we have to find the shift first. So shift is what? Shift is equals to T, thickness of glass slab, T into 1 minus 1 by N. So thickness of glass slab is 3, 1 minus 1 divided by N. N is what? 1.5. 1.5 I can write 3 by 2. So this is equals to 3 into 1 minus 2 by 3. So this will become what? 1 centimeter. So actual object distance U equals to 21 minus 1 centimeter. So this will become what? 20. So what is focal length? Focal length is minus 10. So what is object distance? Object distance is minus 20. But no need to apply the formula here. U is 20, F is 10. We know that R equals to 2F for the mirror. Okay, that means object is there at center of curvature. Center of curvature. If object is at center of curvature, image will form at again center of curvature only. So no need to apply the formula and wasting the time. You can directly write V equals to what? V equals to again minus 20 centimeter. But this V is when object goes from here, it will bend this side. Again this will bend. This is what? 21 centimeter. This V is giving the meaning that again image will form here only, but image will not form there. Again while coming back, it will sit away from the glass slab. So your total image distance is what? Actual or total image distance. Image distance is equals to 20 plus 1. Plus 1 is what? Again shift. This is what? 1 centimeter shift. So 1 is equals to 21 centimeter. If you want with sign, so this is minus 21 centimeter. So while taking image, we have to consider the shift at object distance also. Again, when we find out the image, again we have to add that shift to image also. Then only we can get the total image distance. So now I will take a little different example. Instead of the curved surface, instead of the spherical mirror, suppose there is a plane mirror. Image will not form on this side. Image will form on the other side of the mirror. In that case, we are not going to add the shift. We have to subtract the shift. You will see that if suppose you are having the glass slab, of thickness say 20 centimeter and refractive index as usual 1.5. Suppose mirror is here, a plane mirror is here. Okay. Now say object is at 40 centimeter. Object is at 40 centimeter. So now we have to find the image distance. If you want to find the image distance, obviously if you take object distance 40, since it is plane mirror, image distance will also work 20. But there is a shift while light traveling from this side into that end. So if a ray of light go from here, it will bend towards normal, again it will bend away from the normal. So object seems to be here. Okay. So first we have to find this shift. We have to subtract that shift in the object distance. So shift is equals to T into 1 minus 1 by M. So thickness is 20. 1 minus this is what 1.5 means 3 by 2. So 3 by 2. So what we can write 20 into 1 by 3, that is 20 by 3. Okay. So then what is the actual object distance? This is what 20 by 3 is the shift. So you have to subtract this shift. So actual object distance is equals to 40 minus 20 by 3. So 40 minus 20 by 3 is what? This is 120 minus 20 means 100 by 3. So 100 by 3 is your object distance. So since it is plane mirror, where image will form? Image will also form at what? Image will also form at 100 by 3 only. So V equals to what? 100 by 3. But when you are standing at this point, this image, the light coming from this image have to pass through what? Have to pass through the glass slab. So it will bend towards, again it will bend away. Okay. So what will happen? It will bend away from the normal. That means, so image seems to be here. So there is a shift. So how much shift will take place? Again shift will take place 20 by 3 only, because same glass slab. So shift is 20 by 3. Now this shift we should not add. In last example we have added this shift. But here you don't need to add the shift. We have to subtract the shift because image is shifting towards the mirror. So total distance is 100 by 3. So what we have to subtract? We have to subtract 20 by 3. This is what your actual image distance. So V equals to, it is going to be 80 by 3 centimeter. So this is how we can apply the shift to find the image distances. The glass slab we got shift equals to thickness into 1 minus refractive index of pyramidum or surrounding divided by refractive index of slab. Okay, this is what surrounding. So if suppose there are number of glass slabs, if suppose you have one glass slab here of refractive index 1.5 and say thickness as 15 centimeter. So again at some distance we will put another glass slab having say thickness of 20 and take a refractive index as 2. Okay. So again at this point at some distance there is a glass slab of refractive index 1.5 again, and distance you can take it as thickness you can take it as 30. If suppose if you want to see from this end, so what will be the object distance at this point, or what will be the shift? We are not discussing about the object distance, we are shifting about the shift. So shift you can take it as sum of individual shift. So shift is equals to, so what is shift here? Shift here is take T1 1 minus 1 by N1 plus T2 1 minus take 1 by N2 plus T3 1 minus 1 by N3. Just it is sum of the individual shift. So thickness is what? Thickness here is 15 into 1 minus. So what you will get? You will get as 2 by 3 it is. So 2 by 3 plus thickness is 20 here. So 1 minus. So this is what? 1 by 2 plus thickness is 30. So 1 minus again 3 by 2, that is 2 by 3. So this is what? So 3 minus 2 and 1 by 3 it will become 5. So plus 20. So will it become 5? Okay. So 20. So this will become 10 plus so 30. So again this will become what? 10. So total shift is what? 25. Okay. So instead of giving the gaps in between the image, we have 20 or 40 whatever. Instead of giving the gap, if you join these three slabs, okay. So if you join these three slabs, say 1.5 to 2, 1.5, this is what? 10, 15 and 30. Now if suppose object is here, if observer is on this side. So now what will be the shift? Remember, whether they give the gap between the slabs or they combine, shift will not change. Shift is going to be what? Shift is going to be again 25 centimeter only, same as this one. That means shift does not depend on the medium which is in contact with the given medium. So shift depends on what? Shift depends surrounding and slab medium. Medium of surrounding and medium of slab. Medium of surrounding and medium of slab. Okay, so that is why the total shift is what? The total shift is sum of individual shifts. Sum of individual shift where individual shifts are with respect to what? With respect to surrounding, not with respect to the medium which next to that. It is with respect to what? With respect to surrounding. So whatever may be the combination of glass, whether there is a distance or if there is no distance, you have to take the individual shift S1, S2, S3, just add them, S1 plus S2 plus S3. That will give you what? Total shift. Whether there is a gap, whether there is no gap. So you have to take individual shift and just add them, you will get the total shift due to all the glass slabs. Okay. Suppose there are a number of number of slabs. So what we got if of thickness T1, T2, T3 and refractive index say N1, N2, N3. So what shift we got? Shift we got it as, suppose the individual shifts are S1, S2, S3. The total shift is what? Sum of individual shift. Sum of individual S1 plus S2 plus S3. That is what the total shift. But if you want to find the actual object distance or the distance after shifting, suppose you are having here medium 1 of refractive index N1, here medium 2 of refractive index N2, here another medium of refractive index N3. Now observer is in N3, okay, and object is in what? Object is in, say here, object is in N1 medium, okay. So shift you can find easily as like this, sum of individual shift. But if you want the actual object distance as observed by the observer, so actual object distance as observed by observer. So what you can get, this person will not see the real distance, he will see the apparent distance. If you want to find that apparent distance, this will not work. So how we can find? For first medium, can you write N1 by N2 equals to D by D dash? Okay, we know this one. So here N1 is what? N1 is N1 only. So N2 is, say, N2 is, you can take N2 means denser medium. So D by D dash. So what will be the D dash? D dash is equals to, so what you can write? D dash is equals to N2 into D divided by N1. Okay. So D dash is equal to N2D divided by N1. What is the D? You can take from here to here thickness T1, from here to here thickness T2, from here to here thickness T3, or distance of I from the slab we can take it at T3. So your first apparent distance will become N2T divided by N1. So and with respect to if observer is here, the shift is, sorry, the D dash is what? D dash is from here to here, it is N2T divided by N1. From here to here it is what? T2. Okay. Now come for these two mediums. For these two mediums, what you can do? You can write N2 divided by N3 equals to D by D dash. So N2 divided by N3, D is what? Real depth. So real depth is what? So N2T by N plus T2. This is what? N1. So what we can write here? N2T divided by N, N2T by N1 plus T2 divided by what? D dash. So D dash is equals to, so D dash will become what? D dash is equals to, so D dash by N3 I will write, so N2 take here, N2 will get cancelled, so T divided by N1 plus T2 divided by N2. So D dash equals to n3 by n1 t plus means t1 plus, so t1 plus, so what will happen, t2 n3 will become here, so n3 by n2 into t2. Okay, now this is what the apparent distance if you see from here, but there is t3 distance is there from I to the slab. If you neglect the distance of I from the slab, your apparent distance of the object is this much only. But if you consider that also, so you have to add this t3 also. So I will add this t3 also. Okay, so this is what the actual object distance as observed by the observer, or distance of object from the observer observed by the observer. Okay, so now just I will modify this one to make it easy to remember. So d dash will become, here I have multiply and divide by n3. So n3 by n1 into t1 plus n3 by n2 into t2 plus n3 by n3 into t3. So d dash will become take n3 outside into t1 by n1 plus t2 by n2 plus t3 by n3. Okay, so this is what the distance of object as observed by the observer. Okay, if there are n number of glass slabs, okay, this is what n1, n2, n3, so on like this. I will take it as outside I will take it as say n naught. Okay, say t1, t2, so on like here thickness you can take it as t naught. Okay, so what you can write? You can write it as, so total apparent distance you can write it as n3. N3 means what here it is nothing but n naught into t1 by n1 plus t2 by n2 plus so on like it is what n naught divided by t naught. This is what the formula if there are number of glass slabs or n number of glass slabs. Okay, so suppose if I take one example, suppose if there are number of glass slabs. Okay, so these are all the number of glass slabs. Now here you can take it as say 2 and here you can take it as 1.5. So thickness you can take it as 20 and this you can take it as 30. Okay, so now so you can take it as 3 and 2. Okay, so if I is here, if observer is here and object is at this point. Okay, so what will be the distance of this object observed by this observer? Okay, so d dash you can take it as, apply the same formula, n naught or n3, the refractive index of surrounding, I will take it as 1. So for this one 2 divided by what, 2, refractive index is also 2, plus 1.5 divided by what, 3 thickness, plus what is distance of I from the glass slab? You can take it as 0. They have not given this distance, means he is observing very close to the very close to what, glass slab, very close to the glass slab. That means you can take this distance as 0, t3 as 0. Okay, so if you just multiply and divide by 1 by 1, t3 by n3, sorry, you can take it as 0 by 1, it will become what, 0 only. Okay, so your formula will become only this much. So d dash will become, this is what, 1 plus 1 by 2, so that is nothing but it will become what, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is the what, or 1.5 is the what, 1.5 is the apparent distance of the object as observed by the observer. Okay, then there is one more possibility is there due to glass slab. Suppose there is a glass slab. So if a ray of light coming from here, okay, say angle of incidence you can take it as I, so refractive index you can take n, outside you can take it as 1. So what will happen, since it is moving from radar to denser, it will bend towards the normal. Okay, so if this is what angle of refraction r, so this is also going to be angle of incident for second surface also going to be r. So here it is moving uh, away from the normal. Okay, so it will move away from the normal. Okay, so this is what the new new angle of refraction you can take as r dash. But if glass slab is not there, so where ray will go? Ray will go here. So these two are what? Parallel. That means there is no deviation, but there is a shift. This is what this shift, and this shift we call it as what? We call it as lateral shift. This is called as lateral shift. So how to find this lateral shift? So I want this one. So if thickness is say t, so what you can write? If this is I, this is what? This is going to be I minus r. That is nothing but deviation. So from this triangle, what I can write? Can I write? If I take this as say x, so this is what? 90 degrees. So what I can take? I can write sin I minus r is equals to this is what? This is s divided by x. So s divided by x. So s equals to what? X into sin I minus r. Okay. Now we have to find x. So from this triangle, so how we can find the x? You know t from here to here, you want x. So if I take cos r equals to t by x, so t by x. So x is what? X is t divided by cos r. So shift, lateral shift is equals to x is what? T divided by cos r into sin I minus r, or thickness into, so this is what? Sec r into sin I minus r. So this is what? Formula for lateral shift. If you know the r, with the help of Nessler you can find the r. If you find the r, you can find the lateral shift easily. Okay. So in next class we will discuss about the total internal reflection, its application. So far you can solve some problems on the normal shift and lateral shift.